And without pressing any harder on the gas pedal, I could instantly feel that the car accelerated. Hello everyone, good morning. Today I am reviewing Jeep AVENGER all electric with a range of 400 kilometers. Let me tell you about this car a little bit more, what I have learned so far after driving about 10 minutes from the dealership here to the ferry terminal. It is really a small car, not much space inside for the driver. As I'm driving alone, I cannot really tell you how comfortable it is to sit next to the passenger, but I have a feeling that I will be touching passenger with my elbow. Car based on a previous benzene or petrol Jeep for sure, because on the back seat you still have a tunnel for transmission. There is not so much space here in the trunk. That's how big the trunk is, so it's only a little bit longer than my small backpack, and nothing underneath here, only a tiny compartment. Interior is quite cheap, honestly. Everywhere is the hard plastic, a very hard plastic everywhere. Also on the door panels, also here. There are not even gas support in this car, so every time you open the bonnet to fill in liquid for the window washer, you need to support like so, with a steel stick. And you have one charging port which is on the left side, and that is a CCS type charging port. As I just mentioned several things that I did not like in this car, I can add that actually driving this car is quite okay. I would say even it's quite interesting and easy to drive because it's a small car. It handles very well. You also have several driving modes. You can select between Sport, Eco, Standard, Mud, Snow, etc. I came here to the ferry terminal driving in Sport mode. It was fun, and it also has several adjustments for regeneration braking, which I found also working, but I did not like entirely the way it works. So in this car the steering is great, and the regen braking, as for the electric car, is not on my taste. It's definitely present, it's quite strong, but the way it works, I did not like that. I will have to try it one more time, maybe in other drive modes, maybe in normal, but so far in sport mode, regen braking is not for me. For example, you are driving in the city with a speed of 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, constantly you maintaining this speed manually, I mean not with cruise control, but just with your foot, and then you want to slow down a little bit, and the moment you reduce pressure of your feet pressing the gas pedal, just at this moment the regen braking starts to pull back car hardly, noticeably hardly, and you don't expect it to be so strong, and that is what makes it uncomfortable. And then after that it's not that much of regen braking anymore, which is also a little bit weird, because in the city you are frequently starting and stopping and slowing down and etc, parking whatsoever, and because it's so unexpected and unpredictably hard at the very beginning, that makes it overall not comfortable to use, unfortunately. But of course you can deselect regen braking by pressing a single button, and then you don't get any regen braking at all. Then you just driving like on a normal gas car and you are using your brake pedal normally. Selecting gears is very easy. Jeep made several buttons: parking, reverse, neutral and drive. You got camera and the top view in 360 for reversing. That is comfortable. When you are starting move from parked position, either going forward or reverse, then you have same like on a petrol car automatic gearbox. Once you let go the brakes, then the car starts moving. So that will be the final trip of my test drive. I will now start going towards the dealer shop and I will take you with me on this drive. So far I have kind of clear and simple impression about this car. Definitely not a direct competitor of Tesla Model Y, not in any way possible. If Tesla is truly a high-tech car, then this Jeep is just a simple rebuild of a petrol engine car with electrical drivetrain. Steering itself is good. You have a very good overview of your dashboard over here with all the information of your current speed and the charging and some power consumption live. There is no any head-up display and there is no any projection screen. That is the only information you have about your speed, and that is more than enough. This screen is very bright, very clear. This screen, however, is very slow. You can see how it reacts. It's very slow. It has then Apple CarPlay. I'm connected now to my iPhone. Gear selector is over here. You have parking, reverse, neutral and drive, and on the drive button you have also button to select region braking on off. You have your controls for air conditioning, also you can control from here. Heated seats you can control from the screen only. I don't see any button for controlling heated seats over here. Kind of a long shelf where you can place your phone. Big compartment over there. All the seats are adjusted manually. They are moving back and forward manually, and the back is tilted manually. You have your lights over here, information about seat belts. This mirror is big, however the rear window itself is not that big. Nevertheless, overview is fine, and car takes me and pulls me forward. So the only difference I feel in between driving in normal mode with region braking selected and driving in eco mode with region braking selected, that is, car reacts longer in eco mode. Once you let go the gas pedal in eco mode, and then it takes a little bit of time, half second or 1 second, not really important, but you can feel that. So it takes a little bit of time for the car to respond and apply the region braking, which makes it a little bit more comfortable, if I can use comfortable in that term, to drive a car in general. So in sport mode with region braking and in normal mode with region braking, a tiny bit of release of a gas pedal makes a car pull you back so strong that you don't like it, that you don't feel comfortable. In eco mode, once you let go your foot from the gas pedal, it takes a little bit of time. There is a delay which makes that initial moment not so disturbing, and then the car applies region braking. So I would like to go back to my so far favorite drive mode in this electric Jeep Avenger, and that is sport mode without region braking. And once you select the sport mode, you can instantly feel that. Maybe that is not even a good thing. So I was just driving 30 or 40 kilometers. I switched to sport mode, and without pressing any harder on the gas pedal just after switching to the sport mode, I could instantly feel that the car accelerated, which is kind of weird. It should not happen. I was not applying any more pressure, any more tension on the gas pedal, but the car suddenly just accelerated. It definitely feels different and more sporty when you drive all the way, always in the sport mode. It reacts faster on your foot. I don't feel, however, so much changes in steering, because steering is all the way comfortable from eco mode to normal mode, and to sport mode the car feels very light, very easy to drive. I like steering for sure, but this switch from eco mode to sport mode, which suddenly makes the car accelerate, that doesn't feel good at all.